It was a sunny Sunday afternoon as me and my good friend Nick were driving down Route 70 in Marlton, New Jersey, heading back to the shore. Nick was driving the lane to the left of me, side by side. Nick would drive a little faster, getting in front of me, then I would drive a little faster, getting in front of him. I was a young teenager who had just received a driver's license while filled with adrenaline and thriving on the need for speed. Without me even realizing it, it was a full-on race. There was nothing but open road in both lanes. I put the pedal all the way to the floor, almost going 100 miles per hour, which made the worst decision of my life, as cop sirens echoed behind me. Pulled me over, but Nick too. I was trembling with fear as I heard the cop door slam behind us. He slowly approached us as 10 seconds felt like it could have been 10 hours. "You could have killed someone," the cop yelled at me with anger. At that moment, I knew I was going to have to face the consequences. A million things were running through my mind on what was going to happen next. I don't know if I was more scared of the cop or telling my dad that I just got a ticket drag racing. One after another, more cop cars showed up until there was 5 cars with lights flashing everywhere. After an hour of paperwork and hearing the cops make me realize how serious of an issue this was, they finally let me go. I knew a court date was going to follow and suspension of my license was very likely. The rest of the ride home, I drove under the speed limit, still in shock on what just happened. Sweat pouring down my face, questioning how stupid I could be. A million things running in my mind on how I'm going to break the news to my dad, who was away on a business trip at the time. When I finally pulled into the house, I ran into my room feeling guilty as ever. I scrambled around my room and started scribbling ways to break the news to my dad. Right before I went to bed, I sent the text message that I was so reluctant to send. Like any other parents, mine were very disappointed in the decision I made. At the time, I wasn't thinking about how dangerous this was and how I could have killed someone. People lose their lives every day from speeding. Not only could I kill myself, but the people around me. 2 weeks later, my court date arrived. Nervous on the outcome, but I knew any punishment the judge gave me would be deserving. The courtroom was filled with a bunch of felons and numerous crimes awaiting trial. This is when it hit me. A minor speeding ticket could have put me in the same seats these convicts awaiting serious jail time. Seeing all the people with their eyes gazed with judgmental looks added to the anguish of the entire situation. The judge called me up, and I stood on the podium as the judge laid down his wrath. 30-day license suspension and big ticket was the outcome. Till this day, I've never gone over the speed limit since then. Driving a car is not a game. A very valuable lesson was learned that day. I hope teenagers aren't as stupid as I was and understand the dangers in speeding.